Every time that I tell people that I like One Direction, I get a look of confusion because they don't ever seem to believe me when I say it. Their response usually goes along the lines of, "Really? Really?" And then I have to tell them about the time that I sang What Makes You Beautiful on stage with that Zach at the Ordinary tour, and I'm gonna put a link to that down below in case you haven't seen it. Even after I show them the video, they're even more confused as to why I would like One Direction. My usual response afterward is that I like really catchy pop music, and One Direction just seems to make really catchy pop music. Everyone seems to delegitimize their music just because they're a boy band, and that's not fair because now everyone is just getting back into Backstreet Boys and NSYNC because they're now realizing that they were really good songs way back when. I had to hide how much I liked Backstreet Boys and NSYNC way back when they were around because I didn't want to be made fun of because I liked a boy band. I don't need to get into the insults that were thrown around at people who liked boy bands. That got me to thinking, why is any sort of music delegitimized by anybody? Because there is a certain genre of music for everybody, and it doesn't matter what you like, somebody is going to find some type of music that they like. That's when I realized I've done my fair share of criticizing people's music tastes too, just because they like country or just because they like metal music. Just because I don't like country music or just because I don't like metal doesn't mean that they're not legitimate sources of entertainment for people that love that type of music. There's a type of genre of music for everybody, and that's what's so awesome about music, is that anybody can find just about anything to listen to, and they might like it or they might not like it. One Direction of now is being grouped into how Backstreet Boys and NSYNC were viewed 10 years ago, and that's not fair to them because 10 years down the road, I promise you, everyone's gonna be back on the One Direction bandwagon, just like how everyone is back on the Backstreet Boys and NSYNC bandwagon right now. You shouldn't be afraid of what anybody has to say about your music tastes, because it's your music taste, and nobody's gonna be able to change that but yourself. If you like a certain genre of music that nobody else likes, or if you like a certain band that nobody else likes, so what? There's no reason to hide it just because you're afraid of a little backlash, because of what people are gonna say about you. That's why I'm not afraid to say that I like One Direction anymore, because I don't want to put myself back into the same box that I was in 10 years ago when I liked Spice Girls, Backstreet Boys, and NSYNC and didn't want anybody to know about it. No matter what you try and do, everyone's gonna judge you anyway for whatever you like. It doesn't matter what it is. I'm just really tired of people delegitimizing the stuff that you like because you're not in the target demographic. It's about time that people grow up, but as we all know, that's easier said than done.